Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be product recommendations to build your own beginner's makeup kit. So I'm going to recommend some great, affordable, good quality makeup products to build your beginner's makeup kit. I know it can be quite confusing when you're a beginner in choosing the makeup products for you. So I really hope all these makeup recommendations helps you in creating a good beginner's kit. So I'm going to begin with primer. So I have a recommendation from Nykaa. This is their Prep Me Up primer. And this one is like a clear silicone based primer. It creates such a beautiful smooth canvas on your face before you apply your foundation, and your base looks super neat and flawless. And it actually makes your makeup last for a really long time. So applying a primer is very essential if you're gonna apply makeup onto your face. This is really gonna help your makeup to stay on for long period of time. And this primer has been made such that it is suitable for all skin types. So even if you're a dry skin type or a normal, combination, oily, whatever skin type you have, this primer will suit you. Even though this is a silicone based primer, it's not gonna rip the moisture away from your face. It's a beautiful smoothing primer for your face. Plus it's very affordable too, and it's gonna last you for really long. For foundation, I have only one and best suggestion for you all, which is none other than the Maybelline Matte and Poreless Fit Me foundation. This is the only foundation you would need as a beginner. My shade is 335 Classic Tan, and it fits me so well, and the kind of finish this foundation gives is super beautiful and skin light. The coverage, I would say, is about medium to buildable full coverage, and they have tons and tons of shades in them which they recently launched. So you won't really have a difficulty in finding your match in this range. And also the new packaging comes with a pump, so it is great to dispense the product out of this bottle. You can absolutely use this foundation for your everyday or even a party. Wherever you want to use, you can absolutely go ahead and use this foundation as per your wish. The finish of this foundation is very beautiful. It almost gives you a poreless looking and smoothened out skin, so it's very beautiful on top of the skin. Plus the foundation is very easy to work with on your skin. It blends beautifully on it, so you really don't have to use a lot of effort in blending, so it's perfect for beginners, and it is super affordable and great quality stuff. And you don't have to worry about your skin type again, because this foundation suits all skin types. People from extremely dry to extremely oily skin types love this foundation, so don't worry about it, just go for it. Now for concealer, I do have a couple of recommendations. I'm going to start with the LA Girl Pro Concealer, which is such a cult favorite, and for a reason. So I have the shade Fawn, which suits my complexion perfectly, and it also has a brush applicator on the tube, so it's very easy to apply the concealer on wherever you want on your face. And this small little tube is gonna last you forever, I promise. And the quality is to die for. It is such an amazing concealer. It gives medium to full coverage. Again, it's a buildable concealer, so once you apply, you can get medium coverage, and when you build it up, you can achieve a fuller coverage. Also, they do have a ton of shades to choose from. I'm sure you'll be able to find your match. The finish of the concealer again is very beautiful. It's almost skin-like, and it's very easy to blend, so it's perfect for beginners. Again, you don't have to use a lot of effort in blending out this concealer, and of course this stays on for really long as well. So that's my first recommendation. The second concealer that I would recommend is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. This is again a very beautiful concealer. It gives more of a flawless and smoothened finish than the LA Girl one. Both are really nice, but this one gives more of that smoothing effect on your skin. Again, it's very easy to blend. It comes with a nice doe foot applicator, and again, this lasts you for a really long time as well. This range also has tons of shades to choose from, just like the LA Girl one. I love using this concealer on the under eyes, especially because it gives such a beautiful smoothened out surface on the under eyes, so it's perfect for that, as well as to conceal any darkness on your face as well. It works beautifully and blends beautifully, and it's perfect for beginners and works on all skin types beautifully, so go for it. My last recommendation for the concealer category is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. This one doesn't have a lot of shade options like the LA Girl one or the Makeup Revolution one, but it does have a couple of shades. So the shade that I have today is called Cafe, which again suits my complexion perfectly. So it works great as a concealing concealer. I do have other shades from the same range to highlight my face as well. The formula of this concealer is also really great. It's very easy to blend and provides medium coverage, and the packaging also has a nice clean doe foot applicator, so it's very easy for you to apply the product on the face. And the finish is not really super matte, so it's gonna work on all skin types. It gives a lot of hydration on the skin, so you don't really have to worry about this concealer if you have a drier skin type, and it works beautifully on oily skin type too. Now for loose powder, I only have one suggestion for you all, and it is the best. I'm talking about the K-Beauty HD Loose Setting Powder, and this is the best setting powder I have ever come across, be it high-end or affordable. I just absolutely love this powder so much. Again, the K-Beauty Loose Powder range does have a ton of shades to choose from, so it can be quite confusing in the end, but you can check out multiple reviews of these powders and you can conclude for one shade. So the shade that I have is called Olive, which is like a neutral toned powder and works beautifully on my complexion. The texture of this powder again is like a very beautiful, finely milled, smooth, soft, matte texture. This does have a little bit of coverage and tint to it, so it's really gonna help in covering your face and creating that smooth base. And it is the perfect powder ever to bake on your face because it doesn't get cakey at all. It just sinks and melts into your skin beautifully and just makes your base makeup look super nice and flawless. This doesn't feel powdery at all on the skin. It is so silky and smooth. So even if you have a drier skin type, you will absolutely love this powder. This doesn't only give you a smooth, even base, but lasts for an entire day. I absolutely love the K-Beauty Loose Powder. For compact powders, I have two recommendations for you. The first one being the Maybelline Fit Me Compact Powder, and my shade is 330 Toffee Caramel. And as you can see, I have hit pan completely. There is only a little bit of the product left. That just tells how much I love this powder. It's like a very smooth and silky powder. Again, gives a lot of coverage on the face, so if you have a lot of texture like I do, you can use this powder on those areas and it is gonna make your foundation and base makeup look more smoothened and blurred out. This shade also works great on me on top of my foundation, and this one has a matte finish, so it's perfect for oily skin types. The next compact powder recommendation is the Nykaa Skin Genius Compact Powder, and my shade is Cozy Chestnut. And again, I love this powder so much. This one has got a bit of a satiny matte finish. It is not as matte as the Maybelline Fit Me Compact. So this is gonna work beautifully on drier skin types as well. And it provides a lot of coverage too, and it comes with a nice mirror. I use this compact whenever I don't want to wear the foundation, concealer and everything. I would just use the compact powder to sort of even out my under eyes and around my mouth. I would absolutely pick up this powder, and it covers those imperfections beautifully without making it look powdery or cakey. And of course, you can add this powder to set your makeup as well, because it gives such a beautiful finish to your makeup and sets your makeup beautifully, and your makeup lasts really long. Coming to the bronzer category, I do have 3 bronzers for you all in the affordable category. It's very difficult to find a good bronzer in the affordable category, but I did manage to sort out 3 different bronzers in this beginner's makeup kit. So the first one is the Sugar Cosmetics Contour de Force Mini Bronzer in the shade Caramel Captain. Now this range also has a few different shade options as a bronzer, but I particularly love the Caramel Captain shade on my skin tone because it comes out more pigmented and intense on my complexion. This is a very nice powder bronzer, very easy to blend on your cheeks. It's not at all difficult to work with this bronzer at all, and like I mentioned, these come in other shades as well, so you can find a lighter shade of bronzer if you have fair or medium skin tones. The next 2 items that I have as recommendations for bronzers are actually compact powders, yes, you can absolutely choose darker shades of compact powders as your bronzer or as a contouring product. So the first one that I'm going to share is the K-Beauty Matte Compact Powder, and this is the last shade available in this range. So this is called 190N Deep. I know it kind of looks like a regular compact powder, not so much as a contouring powder when you look at the compact like this. But once you lay this product on your face, it comes out more pigmented and more intense, and this one acts as a very nice contouring product on my complexion. Again, this one is a very silky and smooth powder. It does have a lot of kickback, but it blends beautifully on the skin. So it's very easy for beginners out there, and if you have a similar complexion like mine, you can absolutely go for the shade 190N Deep. The next compact that I have as a bronzer is the LA Girl Pro Face Compact Powder, and this is in the shade Cocoa. Again, this is the darkest shade that is available in this range from LA Girl, and as you can see, it's a very deep and intense shade of brown. It's perfect as a bronzer slash contour because a little bit of this compact powder does the job perfectly. I'm usually very careful when I use this powder because it's very dark, so it comes out more of a chocolatey, deep, rich, intense bronzer on me. So I use very light hand. Again, this one is a very silky and soft powder. There is no issue in blending this powder whatsoever. It works beautifully and it's very easy to work with. For blusher, I have two blusher recommendations. So both are universally flattering shades, meaning they will suit any skin types or skin tones. So the first one being the Colorbar Cheek Illusion Blush, and this is in the shade Sweet Scarlet. Such a beautiful blusher color. It works beautiful on my complexion as well as on fairer or medium complexion people. So this one is like a muted rosy coral sort of a color, and it's got a lot of pigmentation to it, so you have to be very careful when you apply. But this blends very beautifully on the cheeks. You really don't have to use a lot of effort while blending because it's a smooth blusher. This one stays on really long as well, so it's great and affordable makeup and performs so well. So this is my absolute favorite blusher. The next blusher that I want to share is the K-Beauty Matte Blush in the shade Soft Nude. So this is how the Soft Nude blusher looks like, very similar to the Colorbar one, but this one is way more pigmented than the Colorbar blusher, so you have to be very careful while you apply this blusher, otherwise it can go very intense on the cheeks. But the blusher blends very beautifully as well on the cheeks, so just dip your brush once and that should be enough to cover your cheeks, and if you want more, you can build it up. For highlight, I have one recommendation, which is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighter in the shade Precious Petals. I think this is gonna be a very beautiful golden highlighter for all skin tones, and the color, like I mentioned, is gonna work on all skin types because it's such a beautiful and unique sort of a gold. I have never found this kind of a color in my stash. You just have to tap your brush once or twice to get the intensity on the skin, and it's gonna work beautifully. The Maybelline Master Chrome Molten Gold highlighter is also good and comes in the affordable category, but it can be a little tricky for beginners because it is very intense and you do have to be very cautious while you work with that highlighter, so I didn't want to include in this stash. Moving on, I'm going to give you some recommendations on eye makeup products. So I'm going to begin with brows. So I've got two recommendations for eyebrows, which is the Miss Claire eyebrow pencil as well as the Wet n Wild retractable eyebrow pencil. The Miss Claire eyebrow pencil is super cheap and affordable, and it performs so well. I absolutely love this eyebrow pencil. You guys must have seen this in a lot of my videos because I absolutely love it. The shade that I have is called dark brown. So this is like an intense brown eyebrow pencil for your eyebrows, and it comes with a spoolie at the other end, so it is perfect. Since this eyebrow pencil is super pigmented, you just have to use a very light hand while you use it. Otherwise, it can go very intense on the eyebrows, which you do not want. I love this eyebrow pencil. It gives great results, so highly recommend. The next brow product that I wanted to recommend is the Wet n Wild retractable eyebrow pencil, and again the shade is called dark brown. So this one has a slanted tip, so it's very easy for you to create those hair-like strokes on your eyebrows. and the color of this eyebrow pencil is a little bit more cool toned than the Miss Claire pencil. So it just mimics a shadow like texture in between your eyebrows, so it looks very natural. Whenever I use this eyebrow pencil, my eyebrows look super natural and super fluffy and beautiful, but people are not going to notice that you're wearing an eyebrow product. That's how natural this eyebrow pencil looks on the brows. Again, this one also has a spoolie at the other end, so it's perfect as an eyebrow product, because I feel a spoolie is very important to comb through your brows once the product is on or before applying any brow products. It is very important to have a spoolie, so both these brow products are great. For eyeshadows, I have two recommendations. So I'm going to begin with the Wet n Wild Rose in the Air eyeshadow palette. This is such a gorgeous rose toned neutral sort of a eyeshadow palette. The quality of these eyeshadows are amazing. They perform so beautifully on the eyes. They blend very well on the eyes, and they do have a lot of pigmentation to them, and it's super affordable, which makes very beginner friendly product. And it's always best for beginners when you don't have too many options of eyeshadows, otherwise you can get confused what to use or what not to use. So this selection of eyeshadow colors in this palette is great to start with your eye makeup. It does have a few shimmers in this palette and also a lot of matte shades. When you work with a lot of matte shades, your blending becomes stronger, so I feel this eyeshadow palette is great for beginners to practice. They do have many other variants in this range as well, but I find this palette to be a great palette for beginners. The next eyeshadow recommendation is the Makeup Revolution iconic G-Loaded palette. This is called Velvet Rose. This also has a similar color theme to the Rose in the Air palette by Wet n Wild, but it has more shade varieties in this palette. It's a little bit more expensive than the Wet n Wild one, but it's such a gorgeous palette. Again, a lot of mauve and rosy tones, and this one has more shimmery eyeshadows than the Wet n Wild one, and you do get a nice matte black eyeshadow in this palette, so it is very good for beginners to practice with. I would say if you can splurge a little more, you can absolutely pick up the Makeup Revolution Velvet Rose G-Loaded iconic palette. Again, these eyeshadows are super pigmented and they blend beautifully on the eyes, so it's great for beginners. Now, it's very important for you to have a good Kajal or kohl pencil in your kit as a beginner, so I do have again two recommendations. The first one is the K-Beauty retractable Kajal pencil in the shade Spade. So this is like a jet black retractable kohl pencil. The quality of the K-Beauty Spade kohl pencil is really good, and it is super long lasting on the eyes. So I personally love this Kajal from the 200-250 range. You do get the iconic, the colossal Kajal and everything, but I like this a little bit more because I find this to be a little darker than the other two. So obviously you can use this Kajal on your waterline to line your eyes, as well as this is gonna come in very handy when you create those smoky eyes on top of your eyelids. You can use these Kajal pencils as a base for your smoky eyes. So keeping a Kajal pencil in your beginner's makeup kit is super essential. This pencil glides on very smoothly on the eyes. You can even create a nice liner on the top of your lash line. There is not going to be any problem whatsoever because it performs very good, as well as it stays put on your lower waterline as well. So I highly recommend this Kajal pencil, and it's super cheap. Another Kajal pencil that I would absolutely recommend to not only beginners but to everyone is the Plum Kohl pencil. As you can see, I have used it up so much that only this much is left. So the one that I love from the Plum Kajal is the purple colored packaging. It's a wooden pencil format, so you do have to have a sharpener. It comes along with a sharpener, so you don't have to worry about buying a separate sharpener. So yeah, this is the Kajal. This is a little stiffer than the K-Beauty Kajal, but it is extremely long lasting. The most long lasting Kajal from the affordable category that I have. And it is super long lasting, and if you have watery eyes, you would absolutely love this Kajal because it doesn't budge one bit. It just sets immediately after you apply this Kajal, so it's great. So if you're looking for a great long lasting Kajal pencil for your waterline, you can absolutely go for it. But if you want to create a nice smokiness for your smoky eyes and everything, you can try the K-Beauty one. Now for eyeliner, I would always recommend a pen type or a sketch type eyeliner for beginners, because that's what is gonna make your hands super steady while you apply the liner, because you must be used to using a pen with your hands, so it's going to be very easy for you to draw the liner on your upper lash line. So the one that I would absolutely recommend is the L'Oreal Flash Cat eyeliner from the Super Liner range, and this one has a beautiful brush tip applicator, and since it's a pen format, it's going to be very easy for you to create a line along your upper lash line. Also, the cap comes with a wing tracer as well. If you struggle creating a wing, this stencil is going to come in very handy for you. So that's why I recommend the L'Oreal Superliner Flash Cat eyeliner for beginners. And not only it is easy to use, but it's a very intense and jet black pigmented eyeliner I have ever come across in a pen format. And also, since this one has a brush tip rather than having that sketch tip, it's going to be very easy for you to manipulate the eyeliner on your upper lashes, because what happens is if you have that stiff and rigid sketch pen tip, it's going to be very difficult for you to create a line on your lashes. So this one is very nice for beginners to practice your eyeliners. The other recommendation that I have for eyeliner is liquid eyeliner, and this one is from Color Essence. So this is called Super Extend Liquid Eyeliner. I think there is also another color in the same range. It's a blue color, but I love the black eyeliner. This eyeliner is such an underrated eyeliner, especially for beginners. If you want to use a nice liquid eyeliner, go for this one, because it has the right kind of length to the brush tip that comes in the packaging, and the brush tip is super thin, so you can create a thin liner or a thicker liner according to your wish. The liner is super pigmented and super jet black, gives you a completely matte finish on the eyes, and it's perfect for beginners. When I was a beginner, I used to have this eyeliner, and I thoroughly enjoyed using this eyeliner, and creating a wing was never a problem with this eyeliner, so I would highly recommend the Color Essence Super Extend eyeliner. The texture of the eyeliner is not too liquidy or not too thick. It's the perfect kind of consistency, so that's why I feel applying and creating a liner on your top lash line is very easy with this product. Coming to mascara, again I have two recommendations. The first recommendation that I have is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. I absolutely love this mascara from Maybelline. Again, there are a ton of mascaras available from Maybelline which perform so well, but this one has to be my absolute favorite, because it adds a nice volume to your eyelashes while separating them. It adds lots and lots of volume to your lashes, but it never clumps up. And this one is waterproof as well, so it's not gonna budge anywhere. I think Maybelline makes some of the best mascaras available in the market, so I absolutely highly recommend this mascara, and it's super affordable too. The next mascara that I want to recommend is the Lash Warrior Mascara by Flower Beauty. I love this mascara a little better than the Lash Sensational one, because this one provides a little extra volume to my lashes, because my lashes are kind of scanty, so this one gives tons and tons of volume to my lashes, which I absolutely love. It also has a similar sort of a wand to the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara, and it adds so much volume like I mentioned, but slightly expensive than the Maybelline one, so that's why I wanted to include the Maybelline one as well. But if you can splurge a little extra, you can definitely try the Lash Warrior Mascara. You won't be disappointed. Moving on to the lip products, I have a lip liner recommendation for you all. This is the Kiko Milano Smart Fusion Lip Pencil, and the number is 531 Chocolate. This has to be my absolute favorite lip liner. This is such a beautiful, unique, cool-toned mauve brown lip liner, and the formula of these lip pencils are really good as well. They glide very smoothly on the lips, and it's a matte finish, so it's perfect as a lip liner, and it is super affordable. I can't even believe that this comes at such a great affordable price, because the quality that this pencil gives is amazing. Again, this one comes in a wooden pencil format, and you do have to use a sharpener to sharpen this pencil. I use this lip liner with all of my lipsticks, be it nude or browns or reds, magenta, whatever. This lip liner pairs very beautifully with each and every single lipstick of mine. So that's how amazing this lip liner is. So I highly recommend the Kiko Milano Smart Fusion lip liner in the shade 531 Chocolate to everyone. Now for lipsticks, I'm gonna suggest 3 shades of lipsticks, and all these shades are universally flattering shades. The first one is a red lipstick. This one is from Miss Claire. So this is the Soft Matte Lip Cream in the number 10. So this comes with a doe foot applicator, and the color is such a beautiful blue based cool toned red color. So it's gonna look amazing on all skin tones. Again, the formula of these lipsticks is like a moussey formula, like the name suggests. And this particular shade is a little bit more long lasting from the other shades available in this range, because it does leave a soft tint on your lips. So this is not going to fade away from your lips completely, even if the lipstick fades away, because it does leave a strong red tint on your lips. And then I have a neutral lip color option as well, which you can sport for your everyday looks. So this is the Colorbar Matte Me As I Am mini lipstick in the shade Outrage, which is such a beautiful brown toned rosy lip color, and it's in a crayon format again, so it's going to be very easy for you to apply. And this dries down to a completely matte finish, and it's such a gorgeous rosy brown color as an everyday lip color. Looks absolutely fantastic on all skin tones, so I highly recommend, and it is super affordable too, since it's a mini size. The last lipstick shade recommendations for the lipsticks category is a nude lipstick. So this one is the Maybelline Powder Matte Lipstick in the shade Raw Cocoa. It's like this very beautiful cool toned brown nude color. Again, this is a completely matte finish. It doesn't have any shine to it whatsoever. Just like the name suggests, it's a powder matte formula. This one also lasts for a decent period of time as well. So I absolutely love this lipstick. So the final product recommendation for building your beginner's makeup kit is a super essential product in your kit, which is setting sprays. So my number one and absolute favorite product and recommendation is the L'Oreal Infallible Setting Spray. I've been loving this setting spray from the past couple of years, and it has never ever failed me at all. This setting spray is slightly on the pricier side, but buy this whenever there is a sale on Nykaa. I think I bought this for about 500 rupees or something, so watch out for sale and buy this. The finish that the Infallible Setting Spray is a beautiful soft matte finish, and it locks your makeup so beautifully, and your makeup remains oil free and matte throughout the day. You're gonna love the setting spray if you're an oily skin type. And also the spray is also pretty decent. It doesn't splash water on one particular region. It's pretty even on the face. And this setting spray holds my makeup so well, so I absolutely love this setting spray from my whole makeup stash, and I highly recommend this setting spray to everyone. This setting spray is perfect for combination normal or oily skin types. I do have a dewy setting spray for dry or extremely drier skin types, which is the Sugar Grand Finale Dewy Setting Mist. This adds such beautiful luminous finish to your skin, perfect for dry skinned people, because it kind of adds that layer of hydration to your face, and it makes your makeup melt and mesh into your skin very beautifully. It takes away all the powderiness from your face, so your face is not going to look cakey or powdery whatsoever with this setting spray. Plus it adds a beautiful dew to your face, so it is perfect for dry or extremely dry skin. So those were all the product recommendations for you guys to build your own beginner's makeup kit. I didn't want to add false eyelashes in this video, because applying a false eyelash as a beginner can be quite intimidating and quite difficult. So I just skipped the false eyelash completely for this video. So yeah, these are all the product recommendations for you guys to choose from. You can absolutely choose and pick whatever products work for you the best. All the product recommendations will be listed in the description box, so don't worry if you missed anything. And also today's makeup look was created using all these makeup products, and you can see how well this makeup look has turned out. So all these makeup products are really good quality makeup products. So yeah, that's about it for today. If you enjoyed watching this video, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up, comment, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel for more such videos, and I shall see you guys soon in my next video. Bye!